angle.
Come on up, man.
Where do y'all want? Right here?
All the way down.
Good.
Come on down. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hang on 1 second, please, sir. Okay.
Michael, tell me about the case where we stand right now.
Right now, as you saw earlier today, all the defendants were held without bond. Preliminary hearing has been set for late in June. The investigation is still ongoing. There is information that we are attempting to collect, which we believe will hopefully be used to shore up the case. We don't expect any additional arrest. We believe that we currently have in custody all of the defendants who were involved in this. Robert Smith is here today. He and I have been talking. We are trying to coordinate the prosecution of this matter. Some of the events happened strictly in Hinds County. Other events happen strictly in Madison County. So since we've got a continuous event across county line, we are going to work together to make sure that we use the criminal justice system in both Hinds and Madison County to bring swift justice and to see that these individuals are held accountable for what they've done. Ms. Hancock is here. She can talk to you a little bit about the proceedings today that we had in the initial appearance, and then she will also be conducting the preliminary hearing in June.
We're hearing Mr. McBride outside talking about his son who's been accused of being the shooter. Can you at least lay out the gist on the alleged role these suspects had in this case?
I don't want to put any more information out there at this point. All that information will come out at the preliminary hearing as to whom the investigation leads to being the shooter and the roles of all three of the individuals involved. There's been a lot of information, a lot of rumors and things that have been circulating on social media about the roles of different individuals. I don't want to comment on that. I do want to say that the mother was not involved in this case. There have been various stories on social media that have said that she may have some sort of involvement, some sort of role in the death of Kingston. And we see no evidence to that. This appears to be a crime of opportunity in which a car was taken, a young man was asleep in the back of the car, and ultimately that young man was killed by the three individuals involved. But as far as what role any of the defendants may have played in that, I don't think it's proper to put that information out this time.
From what I've heard in the hearing today, one person says the potential of death penalty, the other two life. Could you walk us through that?
Because of the age of the three defendants, two of the defendants are 17, and because they've not yet reached their 18th birthday, they are not eligible for the death penalty. They can still be charged and have been charged with capital murder. Capital murder carries three different potential penalties. It carries the penalty of life, life without parole, or death. And so the fact that they've all three been charged, two of the defendants are facing a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole based on their age. The third defendant, based on his age, is looking at a potential death sentence if the jury were to impose that.
You made it clear you're going after that penalty for him in this case.
At this point in the investigation, I don't know that it is proper for us to make that decision.
I thought it was indicated in the hearing.
Well, he is eligible. As the investigation concludes, and as we have a chance to look at everything and sit down and meet with the family, we will make a firm decision. I try to separate my personal opinions from my professional opinions as to what needs to be done in this case. I think there is a great desire to see that justice is served in this case, and if at the conclusion of all the evidence being gathered, if it appears that the justice will be served by seeking the death penalty, then our office will definitely go forward on that. But at this point, we are leaving all options open, and we are seeking to charge with the most serious charge that we can.
Can you clarify whether all three of these suspects were in the taking of the vehicle and the disposal of it, or they played various roles?
They played various roles, and again, I don't want to get into the evidence as to what each particular defendant did, but again, all that will come out at the preliminary hearing. I'm going to let Ms. Hancock and then Mr. Smith make some statements.
Ms. Hancock, regarding the proceedings today and where we stand, what's the next step and where does this go?
Well, they're being held without bond due to their being charged with capital murder. And the next step is the preliminary hearing. That's June the 26th at 9 o'clock.
Will this all be handled in this county, or
It
will it be
will.
multi-jurisdictional? Why is it going to be handled in this county, to ask an obvious question?
Well, the capital murder charge will be held here. That's when the preliminary hearing will be held. And then it will be up to D.A. Smith whether charges will be rendered in Hinds County as well.
Smith, is it all going to be handled here in Madison, or are you going to want to try them in Hinds County for the theft of the car?
Yeah, absolutely. Charges will be filed in Hinds County. We were all waiting for accurate information on this case to move forward. And so today, there will be several charges filed in this case to press any and all charges against these individuals for this terrible, terrible crime.
We have capital murder here in Madison County. What will be filed in Hinds County?
Again, based on the evidence, there will be several charges. Again, based on the investigation, we will work together to make sure that all charges are filed appropriately in Hinds as well as in Madison.
Can you clarify at least who the investigators believe took the vehicle?
Again, I cannot get into the facts. I do not believe other rumors circulating, so we certainly would wait to reveal any facts.
Can you address the rumor mill that obviously has been running rampant on this case?
Well, no. Other than
clarify,
we just wanted accurate facts, and that's what the investigation has done.
As far as a motive goes, does it appear that this was car theft that turned into something else, or was there another motive?
Again, cannot address motive at this time, but again, we can say that they unlawfully took this vehicle and it just turned from bad to worse.
Mr. Guest, have y'all found a gun?
Evidence is still being collected in this case, but I don't want to comment about what evidence we currently have in our possession and those items which we are still seeking to recover.
If you can't talk about a motive for the theft of the vehicle, then what was the motive? What was the reason why the child was killed?
Again, I don't want to talk anymore about potential motive, about evidence that has been recovered, evidence that's not been recovered. I will tell you that at the preliminary hearing, we expect many of these questions to be answered, but I think it's important that those questions be answered in a court of law with individuals under oath in front of a judge. Than for that information to come out by us at this time. So at this time, we're going to conclude our briefing. If there are anything new that happens, we will make sure that we notify y'all promptly. But at this point, the next thing that we're currently aware of is going to be that preliminary hearing. If Robert files charges in Hinds County, I'm sure he will make you aware once those charges have been filed. And again, we are coordinating with his office, we're coordinating with the county prosecutor and with various law enforcement agencies to make sure that these three defendants are brought to justice. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Robert, good seeing you.
It's good seeing you.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.